Hi everyone, this is Diane. Today is Monday, so it's flea market day. My granddaughter Layla spent the night here last night in the spare room, and she wanted to go to the flea market with me. She was very patient with me as I went through all of Bob's boxes and bags of papers and things, and I came home with a lot of treasures from Bob. I have very few from others. There were not very many vendors there, and most of the ones that were there with guns and tools and baseball cards and, stuff that I'm not interested in. Layla is right down here with me. Say hi, Layla.
Hi.
She's here, just doing her own thing while I do my video. So let's start with the things that aren't from Bob. And all I got were a couple things from two different vendors. I got these old yearbooks, and I do have pages and images cut from old yearbooks, but these are from the 40s. 1946. And I like this end paper. It just looks so vintage, and it's got a very pale design up there. It looks like a circus wagon up there for some reason, but it's very hard to see. It smells musty. And that looks like a circus barker. This is from the Southside High School in Elmira, New York, 1946. Yeah, they have a circus theme in here. That's interesting. So it's just the typical, I'm trying to find the seniors. I think these are the seniors, but they're small pictures. So they can be handy for certain types of ephemera that you want to make. You can cut them in a long strip and make a tag, or a square, or an individual, and just use them in different types of ephemera. And of course you have the club, the group photos, the clubs and the sports teams and all that. And this one is interesting. It's from the same school, 1949, but it's landscape. Somebody signed a lot in this one. And then I also got from a different vendor some letters. Now he had a whole box of these letters and very few numbers, but mostly letters. And I didn't want the whole box, but he said that I could pick out what I wanted, so I picked these out. I got some letters and some punctuation. I have exclamation points in different colors. There's black and red. I took the number 1. Well, I took other numbers too. I just didn't take letters. Black and red, maybe that's the only colors of the punctuation. But there's a cent sign. I don't know, fraction. Maybe that's supposed to be percent. I don't know. Question mark and a dollar sign. These little divider cards, I just grabbed some of those. So, and these are thinner than the blue ones that I got, so I think I can use a brad or eyelet on them to attach them to things. And The Adventures of Little Rabbit. He just threw this in for free because it wasn't in good shape. But I can cut out these little animals. I can use the large pages. The illustrations are so pretty. This is from 1972. Oh, a little weasel. You see the weasel? Mm-hmm. There's a mouse there. He's cute. That's a really cute book. And all the rest is from Bob. Now I'll tell you, I will probably do a second video, a separate one, because I got a box of stuff from him. I think it's all railroad ephemera. And I was starting to pick things out of it, and he said he would give me the whole box for $20. But he also told me that he would give me these two little scrapbooks. He wanted $20 for each of these. So that would be 65 yeah, $65 right there between the box and these two. And he charged me less than that for this whole collection of stuff that I got for everything. So he really gave me a deal. So I think that I'll go through that box in a separate video so we can take our time with it. I don't really know what this says. It's a homemade scrapbook. Looks like something high school, whatever this letter is supposed to be. High school. Student. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to say. It looks like they were trying to make Oriental letters. But it's very interesting. It's got report cards. 1913, 1911. Wow, I didn't even realize they were that old. And I like the way that she attached things into this. So several report cards there on the first page, and then on the back also. Looks like a couple of them fell out or got removed. School Festival 1914. Lake Ontario, Lake Erie. So she drew a map of some of the lakes. This is New York State. Here's the Hudson River, the Delaware River, Genesee River, New York State a la me. It says, oh, that's cute. Oh, let's see. It's just tied with a very thin twine. Christmas program, 1916, Milford High School. I don't know where Milford is. I'm assuming it's in New York. Milford faculty changes. So it talked about this professor, and then she wrote, he was a wild prof. We made him wild. Whatever that means. She sounds like she was a pip. Best sugar in the world. The production of cotton. That is so interesting. She wrote this, but then this looks like someone else's vintage handwriting. 1915, 16. So these are just school papers she saved. Biology. She drew some moths. There's a map of England. It's a graph paper with some drawings on it. And she just punched holes in them and attached them. Glee Club concert, 1916. There's another concert. So what is this girl's name? Evelyn Cornish. Is it Evelyn or Edna? Evelyn. Here it says Edna Cornish. Her name is here on this program. Edith Cornish, Evelyn Cornish. Oh, they're all E names, and they're probably sisters. She wrote When We Sang at the bottom of this page. And look at this. She punched a hole in the cover of this little diary. It says diary, memorandum, but compendium of useful information. And it's, oh, she did write in it. That's got to be interesting to read, just because of the little notes I've seen that she made. Then here she wrote that clever play with clever in quotation marks. Epworth League Entertainment. I don't see her name in here. Yes. Co-eds at Cornell. Evelyn Cornish played Eleanor Delancey. Oh, look at these little folded up things. I'm going to turn this around so we can check this out. This is a lot more interesting than I thought. My invite to Sweet's party. And she folded it all up so she could attach it to her journal without taking up a lot of space. Isn't that fun? We could do that with our journals, right? Legrand's thrilling epistle. Oh, that's just a fancy word for letter. Legrand Beckley. What a name. His first name is Legrand. Interesting. It says, and more notes here at the bottom. So I won't look at every single thing. There's another diary attached in. Poems by Us, Pomes. I'm sure she did that on purpose because sounds like a smarty, like she's trying to be silly and funny. But yeah, lots of stuff. And then there's more report cards, or at least one more, and more on the back. This says elementary report card, 1913, 6th grade. So that was fun. Now this one, I still can't read it. It's got more of the pieces of the letters on it, but I still can't read it. I think it's Milford High School. I think that's supposed to be an STUNI. I don't know what that word is, but interesting, huh? Oh, I guess that's the same one we were looking at before, but for some reason, because I saw they were from Milford, I knew what that was. Okay, and then there was this, and somebody added letters that were cut out. It says personally speaking, and it's kind of looks like a pebbled thin vinyl or something. Personally speaking. I wonder if it's photographs, but they turned the cover backwards to make their own title. So I wonder, this could be Evelyn's book. I wonder if it is. Has a place for name, address. She wrote this. Your idea of a shake, a coquette, a good sport, a wet blanket, but none of it is filled in. What a fun page there. She added some magazine pages, illustrations, and photographs. Oh, here's Irene Webster. So somebody filled that page in. So that was written many, many times. Edith Webster. Birthday 1944. So it's not the same person. Interesting. Ira Webster. Is her name Webster? What was it? I forgot. Edith Cornell. That's her. Evelyn Cornell. So I don't think these belong to the same person. Interesting. That says Cornish. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's Cornish. Evelyn Cornish. How fun. Birthday, February 14th. Your idea of a shake or a chic. Dippy Campbell. A coquette. Lowell Harrison. I thought a coquette was a girl. Good sport. Gertrude Eldred. Wet blanket. Sweet Adair. Misery, going to bed early. A successful woman, Greta Garbo. So I could learn more about Evelyn from reading that. Well, isn't this a fun thing? Somebody made this to keep track of her friends and classmates, know more about them, etc. That's really fun. What do you think about this? I'm asking my viewers, but you can tell me if you want to. She's looking at me like, what? What do you think about it, Layla?
It's cool.
You think it's cool?
Yeah.
Okay, well that was fun. All right, so now the other things that I got from Bob, all the miscellaneous stuff that is so fun. I'm saving a little pile up here. That's my favorite. I was so excited about it. He threw this in after I paid him. I stopped and said, oh, I didn't see this the first time through. And he talked a little bit about it, and then he just threw it in my box. He said, here you go. I appreciate you. And he gave it to me. So this was from an artist. And this is an original piece of art. Robert, somebody, Friday, whatever, 1/3 reduction. And this is original art. And these are printings of some of his art for catalogs. Isn't that so cool? So I'm just going to keep these. These are part of my permanent collection. They'll go in one of my journals, like maybe that big ledger journal that I made for myself a few years ago to store ephemera that I wanted to keep. I'll find a place for this in there. Maybe I'll show it to you when I get it in there. All right, what else did I find there? I just picked up all kinds of stuff. Brotherhood of Railroad Trainmen. Whatever this is. It's punched. 1946 and 47. I got a few greeting cards, I think. So here's one. A rainbow of thoughts to make you well. I picked up some of these. I think I got some last week with these yellowish envelopes. And they're letters. Yeah, here are the rest of the greeting cards. There's a pretty rose. Gift enclosure card. A bundle from heaven. I sort of had a hunch that you'd soon be as pleased as Punch. Congratulations, bet it's a cute baby. And I know I have baby cards that I'm trying to sell. I've sold a lot, but I still have several sets. And I didn't realize this was a baby card. I did pass by baby cards, but this one was just so adorable. I couldn't pass it by. Happy birthday, honey. There's a Valentine card for wife. A Valentine for my love. Just a little note card. This is a congratulations card. It's a very pretty scene here. And this little baby card was stuck inside it. Happy birthday, Mommy. And for my sweetheart. Birthday. Here's a tiny little notebook. Oh, it's not a notebook. It's check stubs from 1897. So the rest of it was broken off because all the checks were gone. But somebody wanted to keep the stubs. Little gift enclosure or gift tag. Just a vintage gift tag. And I kept finding a few of these little stickers, like the seals that you would decorate your gifts with. So I got a fall leaf one and it's pretty flowers and two doggies with umbrellas. A few Victorian cards. This is a scripture card. I don't think that's Victorian. Somebody added that on there. I'll see if I can erase it. It's in pencil. And this is an ink blotter. The Friendly Blotters. There's a little poem on it from Kate Douglas Wiggin. A vintage receipt from 1914. Very aged. Some more cards in Victorian pieces. An ink blotter. And another ink blotter. A couple more report cards from Midland Junior High School, 1928 and 27. This is in German. It looks like Bethlehem there to me, like the pictures you see on cards of Bethlehem. Pretty little birds, and some Sunday school cards. These are beginner lesson picture cards, 1916. Here's another one, and then a postcard with a scripture on it. I'm not really sure what these are. Maybe model train collectors. It says model, and it has numbers. Then it says manufacturer. Wright, Pratt and Whitney. So if you know anybody that collects trains, model trains, you can tell me if those are model train. Wright, Packard, Allison, Pratt and Whitney. It says TO series, but I just like the way the typewritten pages looked. I'll use them in collages. This is something really cute. It says your favorite pinup, and it's got this, I don't know if he had a name, he probably did. Oh, Ready Kilowatt. I've seen him in old advertising. So I'm a busy little atom. I split myself in two and multiply as many times as I have jobs to do. So it's little pins with Ready Kilowatt. Isn't that cute? I've seen him in old ads. And I had to have this plastic keychain. Sam's Town Hotel and Gambling Hall, Las Vegas. I don't know how old it is, but it will make a really cute dangle on the side of a large journal. Layla found this for me. I passed by a lot of old photographs because I bought a box of photos from him last week. But this one was a cow, so that'll go in a farm journal. This was the first thing I picked up today off his table or anywhere. His was the first table I went to. And it is a large stack of this business letterhead paper. Julius Schwartz and Sons. Quality clothes at popular prices. Boys prep and students clothing. Broadway, New York, New York. And there's a lot here. That was a really cool find. These are shipping labels or luggage labels, American export lines. So they were going on a ship. I love these. And some old checks. National Bank of Johnsville, New York. This is 1914. Guess they're all the same. I didn't realize there were so many in there. Some bird cards. I think they're cigarette cards. Looks like there's more than one in this pouch. Yeah. Oh, they're all the same. Yeah. Aviary and cage birds. They're transfers. And they were put out by Cigarettes. John Player and Sons. Cigarettes. 1933. And I got this whole stack of these orange envelopes. District Auditor of Expenditures, Detroit, Michigan, Payroll Department. 1, 2, 3. 5. 14. Wow. 26. I had no idea there were that many. They were in two little piles. I found a few in one spot, and then I found some more and just picked them up. Okay, now my favorite thing is this pile of tags that are printed. Live calves, sheep, lambs, fresh cows. A Canfield Commission Company. Harrison, New Jersey. George Joseph, Commission Merchant. Beef, hogs, poultry, and calves are specialty. So I wonder if these are all livestock. Looks like it. I didn't even look. I just saw that they were all printed on and I grabbed them. Veal, pork, poultry, etc. in Washington, New York. It says West Washington Market. John W. Williams, Produce Commission Merchant, but it has, they specialize in poultry, dressed calves, lambs, and pork. And this looks like it had, oh, they're attached. There's a perforation at the bottom, I think. What is this? There was something typed on the back. I don't know how they go together. Anyway, we have this yellow one, Louis Epstein, or Epstein. Produce Commission Merchant, Newark, New Jersey. This one has a little calf drawn on it. Aren't these so cool, though? Fruits and produce, poultry and game, a specialty. So that's what I got, except for, besides the box, and I will, like I said, do that in a separate video. What was your favorite today before I get to the box? I love these and I love this, but there were some other interesting things too. So let me know in the comments what your favorite item is and how maybe you would use it. And if you have any questions, you can ask me. And oh, by the way, I did ask Bob. I told him my viewers wanted to know where he gets all this stuff. And he said years and years of estate sales and things like that. And he has boxes of stuff. Because I said every week you have stuff I haven't seen before. He just keeps getting boxes out of his storage and bringing them. So that's exciting. I'll see you in the next video, which will hopefully be the box of stuff that I got from him. So come on back to see that. Have a creative day. Bye.